I hope you're hungry. Welcome back to the full playthrough of Final Fantasy X, and it is good to be back. It's been a few days since I've recorded, so I'm excited to get back into it. Even though I've been dreading this part of the game, we're about to do the first Cloister of Trials, probably in this episode, and it'll probably stretch into the next episode as well, because the reason I'm dreading it is it's a tough puzzle, and I don't remember how to do it exactly, and I know you have to do it perfectly for some items and abilities and such later on in the game. And I really don't want to use a walkthrough. I want to just figure it out, but I also don't want the video to be boring. So we'll see how it goes. This is also the easiest one, so I really want to start off on the right foot with it, but we'll have to see.
It was then, standing in that place.
It's like an Eye of Horus. Isn't that exactly the symbol?
I began to realize how different this world was from my own.
There's really a lot of similarities between this world and the world of Avatar: The Last Airbender when you think about it. When you think about the Avatar, especially Aang's journey, you know, with, you know, Sokka and Katara as his companions and stuff, I don't know. It just sort of makes sense, the parallels, and seeing these different summoners, like through the ages.
10 years have passed since Lord Braska became High Summoner.
It just makes me think
finally,
of, you know, the Avatar cycle.
A statue for our temple.
Oh, what's a High Summoner? I got too close to Sin's toxin.
He did the prayer pretty weird. Look how far apart his hands are. But I like that they
It was funny hearing myself make the same excuse over and over.
How they don't repeat,
and
you know, the
a little
animation. You know, don't just have like
The
one
summoners
prepackaged one for
are
everybody.
Practitioners of a sacred art, sworn to protect the people of Yevon. Only a chosen few become summoners, who call forth entities of great power, the Aeons. The Aeons hear our prayers and come down to us. They are the blessing of Yevon.
So what he meant was that we should respect some kind of great men, or something like that, I figured.
How was that your takeaway? That's nothing like what he said. So this episode, unfortunately, like the first two, is going to be very cutscene heavy, and I'm going to try not to talk over it too much, because this is, you know, really important to the plot of the game. But I also don't want it to just be watching the cutscene, so we'll try to strike that balance. I think you just leave, and then the plot happens. Or maybe you have to go into Yuna's room. I don't remember. I think there's a treasure chest around here too. I really love this remix. I think I mentioned it in the last episode, but it's just awesome. I know there's a treasure chest. Maybe it's back behind. Oh yeah, you can see on the map how there's a little thing. Okay, fine. Maybe you do have to go into Yuna's room. I can never remember. So this is not a good start for the Cloister of Trials if I can't even find how to start it. Even searching the scriptures of Yevon, I have found no cure for Sin's toxin. Well, thanks anyway. Word travels fast. Sin's Zaxxon. Maybe I go back to Waka now, or maybe I talk to him more. Pray hard, and the toxin will surely release its grip on you. Maybe. Yeah, doesn't this room look exactly like the air temple? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Okay, I guess I'll try going back to Waka. I kind of made a mental promise to myself that I'm not gonna re-record and just redo stuff just because I'm not happy with how it turned out. Only if, you know, there's some sort of big deal error. So we're gonna tough it out. You know, this might be just running around beside the episode, but I'm gonna try. I haven't given up on the treasure chest either. I know I'm gonna be very justified. Why even have this outcropping if there's not something back there? Unbelievable. Okay, fine. No treasure chests in the entire game. Whatever. Okay, maybe now I can talk to Waka because I presented myself in the temple. Or maybe I just need to go into all these huts. I don't think I did many of them yesterday. Okay, they're just talking about the clothes. I wonder if those are made from Auroch fur, and that's why the team is named after them.
Sorry, man. No time for lunch yet. Take a nap. You look bush.
Oh, that's what I need to do. I'm just gonna lay right next to you, Waka. We already have that kind of friendship.
You could at least go see how they are doing.
We can't interfere. It's a rule.
But it's been nearly.
That's when he stopped talking. He said it's been nearly, and then they decided to walk out of the room. It didn't fade in the least bit. But that's okay.
But it's been nearly.
It's been nearly a day already.
They probably could have made... I see what they were going for with that effect, but it maybe could have been a little bit of a cleaner transition. I'm being so insulting to this game. These visuals, all of this is amazing, and I'm just being hateful.
Who cares whether he comes back or not?
Tidus as a little kid is the ultimate sacrilegious sass. Tidus. Fine!
Do you hate him so? But if he dies, you'll never be able to
You know,
tell
it's
him
weird.
how
That's
much you
the
hate him.
opposite to the I was talking about in another episode. You know, the dub voice actors just make noises for no reason, but then they also have just a nod as the answer, which does not ever happen in just plain conversation. Oh, he's not in English-speaking countries. Maybe that's a Japanese thing. Okay, now I can go. So this will definitely stretch into 2 episodes. We're gonna have to cut because there's no way I'm gonna do the Cloister of Trials this quickly, even if I do remember how to do it properly. So you'll see soon exactly what the Cloister of Trials is all about, but basically you need to move these spheres around a giant room to progress through. It's just a puzzle of where to put what sphere, what item.
Return from the trial.
Eh?
Well, apprentice summoner, really.
Huh?
There's a room in there called the Cloister of Trials. Beyond is where the apprentice summoner prays. If the prayer is heard, the apprentice becomes a fully fledged summoner. Remember?
So someone is in there somewhere and they haven't come back out. Right, I got it.
A day's already gone by.
Is it particularly dangerous in there?
Sometimes, yes.
Why don't you go in and help?
There's already guardians in there. Besides, it's forbidden.
Why? I guess they're gonna explain it. Why didn't Waka go with them?
Hey, but what if something happens? What if the summoner dies?
The precepts must be obeyed.
Like I care.
Like I care. He's so insensitive. He doesn't care.
Maybe.
Win in room, do
this
whatever the
wasn't
hell you
such a good
want.
idea after all.
Is what Tidus lives by. Okay, here we go. Find the right way and you'll be taken to the Chamber of the Faith. I mean, good thing it doesn't just explode. I mean, they just found out it was dangerous, and his first idea is to just touch random glowies on the wall. I might try to do this in 1 episode. There might be a cut, but I don't really want to split in the middle of something like this. So we'll see how it goes. So really the main thing, so you use, there are spheres named after the city you're in, like a Besaid sphere will be here, but then there's also destruction spheres, which destroy part of the walls. And you always need the destruction sphere to find your way to the treasure. And getting the treasure from each Cloister of Files, each Cloister of Trials is how you get, you know, the special items and stuff. So that basically explained what I just said. You need destruction spheres, glyph spheres, and Besaid spheres. And I think what I forgot the last time I tried to play this is that you can, like, you can only hold one at a time too. That's the other frustration with it. But I think I always forget about this place you can put them, because this is not really that complex of a puzzle. I just struggle with it. Like, I can still grab this out of the door because it's just sitting there. It doesn't close the door. So that's like part of the puzzle, is like realizing that. And then what, this I think is where I need to put the destruction sphere. What will this do? Okay. Well, I guess that must have been right because you can't get it back. This is the destruction sphere. So maybe I take this back to the beginning where I got the glyph sphere, and that'll be that. And then I can progress, but it might do nothing. I can't really remember. Okay, that did nothing. Oh man, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay, there's gonna be a quick cut right here. I'll be right back. Okay, we're still in the Cloister Trials here. Sorry about that cut. So I have a destruction sphere. Maybe this is not right. I'm pretty sure. Like nothing's gonna happen. Yeah. I think that's where I need to put the Besaid sphere. Oh my gosh, I don't remember at all. Then there's nothing. Where could I put? Okay, touch this. Yes. This will give me a Besaid sphere, I think. I think I need to put the Besaid sphere at the end. No, I need to put the Besaid sphere where I just put the destruction sphere. I need to put the destruction sphere here. I'm pretty sure is what I need to do. So I need to just put this in the plinth on the door, or the sconce, I guess. I don't know, plinth might be right. Architecture's not my strongest suit. It's among them. Yes, and now I think I put the destruction sphere where I got the Besaid sphere, and then put the Besaid sphere where I had the destruction sphere right now. And this is level 1. This is the easiest one. But if I'm right, this wasn't too bad. We figured it out. Okay, something happened? Yes. And then the wall explodes and gives me a treasure. Then I go back, get the space sphere, and put it in the hole across from where I am. And I remember one time I played through Final Fantasy X and I did all of this, but I just didn't open one of the chests, and that counts. You have to actually collect each of the treasures. Rod of Wisdom, so that's an upgraded item for Yuna right off the bat. I don't think it's really that great, but it's something. Okay, so let's see. Can my luck continue? I think this is gonna descend into the floor. Oh, I push it. How did Tidus know to do that? Oh, okay. I mean, I guess it's gonna be the hole, right? Where else would I put it? That's a very Kingdom Hearts sound.
It's gotten into you. Hey, it's okay.
You don't even know me. Maybe that's just how I behave.
Apprentice summoners and their guardians can enter here. It's a tradition, very important.
So what about you?
Me? I'm a guardian.
I just didn't feel like coming earlier because I was playing on the beach and goofing off.
Whoa! Ah!
Summoners go on a pilgrimage to pray at
I'm so scared. Whoa!
Guardians protect them. The guardian's in there now. One of them's got a short fuse, and who knows what the other's thinking. Well, now that we come this far.
I thought you didn't meet Kamari till later,
Might as
and that's
well
who he's
go all
talking
the
about
way.
with who knows what the other one's thinking, right? I don't know. Hey, earned a trophy.
What are you doing here? Didn't think we'd be able to handle it.
Oh,
No,
okay. So
it's,
they just decided for him to not
it's
come.
just-
But I mean, why even be a guardian then if you're not going to bring them all the time?
See, I told you she gets mad easy.
But you don't even fight. You just have to do ball puzzles. Goodbye, Ranzo.
Is the summoner all right?
Who are you?
Gosh, this is really showing off the remaster. Oh, this scene always looked amazing. I guess, you know, I was just kind of questioning, you know, the role of the Guardians. They're more to help with the pilgrimage between the temples, I would say. Gosh, Kamari's hands are huge. I never noticed that before. Like one of his hands is as big as Yuna's entire torso.
I've done it. I have become
A very
summoner.
groovy mutation. So I think this is going to jump us right to the cutscene on the outside. Maybe not quite yet.
Man, was I surprised. And here I was thinking summoners were all old geezers.
Geezers. Okay, well, there's about to be another long cutscene on the outside of the temple when Yuna performs the summon for the first time. So I guess we'll cut off this episode right here. So Cloister Trials in the books didn't go too badly. Thank you for watching. I hope you stuck with me. If you did, leave a like and a comment. If you didn't, leave a dislike and a comment. Like, maybe you should know what you're doing before you try to do the Cloister of Trials. Well, you know, I'll do what I can. But yeah, seriously, leave some constructive criticism and I'll do what I can to improve the series. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button and so you can catch every episode of the full playthrough of Final Fantasy X. But for now, I'm full.